In this class, we will be studying some of the problems on Porter Governor. So this is the first problem. So what does it say? A Porter Governor has equal arms, each 250 mm long and pivoted on the axis of rotation. Each ball has a mass of 5 kg and mass of the central load on the sleeve is 15 kg. The radius of rotation of the ball is 150 mm when the governor begins to lift and 200 mm when the governor is at maximum speed. Find the minimum and maximum speeds and the range of speed of governor. R2 is 200 mm, it is 0.2 meters. So first we have to calculate the value of H1 and then H2, and then we have to calculate N1 and N2, and then we have to find out the range. So as it is shown in the figure, the minimum and maximum positions are shown. First, for a minimum speed, that is R1, BG is equal to 0.15 meters, we calculate the minimum speed. So from the figure first, as I told, we have to calculate the value of H1, height of governor, is equal to PG. By using Pythagoras theorem, square root of PB square minus BG square, we substitute the values and we get the value of H1 as 0.2 meters. So by substituting the value of H1 for this equation, that is N1 square is equal to M plus M divided by M into 895 by H1. Small m is 5 kg, capital M is 15 kg, H1 is 0.2 meters. We'll getting the value of N1 as 133.8 rpm. So this is the minimum speed. Similarly, we find out the maximum speed for radius of rotation 0.2 meters. N2 is the maximum speed. H2 is equal to Pg is equal to square root of same Pb square minus Bg square. We substitute, we get the value as 0.15 meters. So N2 square is equal to M plus M divided by M into 895 by H2. We calculate the value of N2, that is 154.5 rpm. Then we calculate the range, that is N2 minus N1 is equal to 154.4 minus 133.8, that is 20.7 rpm. So this is your range of the governor. So we'll go for the next problem. The arms of a Porter governor are each 250 mm long and pivoted on the axis of rotation or governor axis. The mass of each ball is 5 kg and mass of central sleeve is 30 kg. The radius of rotation of the ball is 150 mm when the sleeve begins to rise and reaches a value of 200 mm for maximum speed. Determine the speed range of governor. If the friction at the sleeve is equivalent of 20 Newton of load at the sleeve, determine how the speed range is modified. So even this is the problem is same as your first problem, but there is only one change, that is we have to calculate considering friction also. If the friction is given, we have to calculate considering friction also. Friction of 20 Newton is given. So initial steps are same as your first problem only. First I have to take down both the figures. The value, even here the value of Q is equal to 1 because both upper arms and lower arms are same length and both are attached to the axis of rotation. So given BP is equal to BD is equal to 50 m, that is 0.25 meters. Small m is 5 kg, capital M is 30 kg. R1 is 150 mm and R2 is 200 mm. So first we find out the value of H1 and H2 and then we find out the value of N1 and N2. So here from the figure A, we calculate the value of H1, that is by using Pythagoras theorem. H1 is equal to Pg is equal to square root of Pb square minus Bg square. We calculate the value, that is 0.2 meters. Substitute to N1 equation, N1 square is equal to M plus M divided by M into 895 by H1. Substitute all the values, we will be getting the value of N1 as 177 rpm. H2 is equal to Pg is equal to square root of Pb square minus Bg square, is for maximum position. By substituting all the values, we will be getting as 0.15 meters. So by using this, we calculate the value of N2, that is N2 square is equal to M plus M divided by M into 895 by H2. Substituting all the values, we get the value of N2 as 204.4 rpm. Using this, we find out the range, that is N2 minus N1. So this is the range, 27.4 rpm. So this condition is without friction. So next same problem we have to solve using friction of 20 tons. So here we can see. So when the value of F is given, your equation n1 equation dual equation change to n1 square is equal to m into g plus m into g minus f divided by m into g into 895 by h1. So here friction is in terms of newtons and mass is in terms of kg. So we are multiplying this mass by g to convert it to newtons. Okay. So this is the only one major change while calculating the friction. For n1 we take it as minus f and for n2 we take it as plus f. Substitute all the values. All the values are known for us. M is known, G is known, capital M is known, uh, F is known, H1 is known. Substitute all the values. We get the value of N1 as 172 RPM. This is for minimum position. Similarly, for maximum position, N2 square is equal to M into G plus M into G plus F divided by M into G into 895 by H2. So as I told, for N2 we take it as plus F. So we take all this and we find out the value of N2 as 210 RPM. N2 minus N1 is equal to 210 minus 172, that is 38 RPM. So this is the range of speed of the governor. Next problem. So in this problem, in an engine governor of Porter type, the upper and lower arms are 200 mm and 250 mm respectively and pivoted on the axis of rotation. The mass of the central load is 15 kg and mass of each ball is 2 kg. Friction on the sleeve with resistance of operating gear is equal to 25 newtons over the sleeve. If the limiting inclinations of the upper arm to the vertical are 30 degree and 40 degree, find taking friction into account range of speed of governor. So here first important thing is the upper arm and lower arm of different length. Upper arm is 200 mm and lower arm is 250 mm. So the value of Q will not be equal to 1 and we have to calculate the value of Q. One more thing is here he has not given the minimum radius of rotation, maximum radius of rotation. Instead of that he has given the upper limiting angles, that is alpha 1 30 degree, alpha 2 is 40 degree. Okay. First we'll take down the given data. BP, first we'll draw the figure and then we'll take on the given data. BP is 200 mm, BD is 250 mm, capital M is 15 kg, small m is 2 kg, friction is 25 Newton, alpha 1 is 30 degree, alpha 2 is 40 degree. Okay, and then we take down the figure that I will show in the next slide. We calculate the value of N1 and N2. So before calculating the value of N1 and N2, I need the value of H1 and I need the value of R1 because even here R1 is not given. So by using these trigonometric functions, I find R1 is equal to BG is equal to BP sin 30 degree. By substituting it as, I got it as 0.1 meters. Then I find the height of corner. H1 is equal to PG is equal to BP cos 30 degree. Substitute, we will getting the value of H1 as 0.1732 meters. Then for calculating the value of Q, that is Q is equal to tan beta by tan alpha. I need the value of tan beta. So for minimum position it is Q1 and maximum position it is Q2. Q1 is tan beta 1 by tan alpha 1. So what is tan beta 1? Trigonometric function bg by dg. So I don't know the value of dg. So we're using Pythagoras theorem. dg is equal to square root of bd square minus bg square. I get the value as 0.23 meters. So substitute tan beta 1 is equal to bj by dg is equal to 0.4348. So tan alpha 1, here alpha 1 is given directly. So tan alpha 1 is equal to tan 30 degree. It is 0.57. So Q1 is what? Tan beta 1 by tan alpha 1. That is 0.753. So this is your figure. You can see both upper arms and lower arms are of different length. Alpha 1 and alpha 2 are given. Alpha 1 is 30 degree, alpha 2 is 40 degree for minimum position and maximum position respectively. Now we find out the value of Q2. Before that we will be finding out the value of N1. So here since friction is taking into consideration, this equation will be changing, and even one more thing is here the value of Q is not equal to 1. So Q will come into existence. So the equation will be modified like this. N1 square is equal to M into G plus M into G minus F by 2 into 1 plus Q1 divided by M into G into 895 by H1. By substituting all the corresponding equations, we get the value of N1 as 183.3 RPM. Okay. Similarly, next we will go for finding out maximum speed. For maximum speed, same procedure. First we find out R2, that is Bg is equal to Bp sin 40 degrees in trigonometric functions, that is 0.1268 meters. Next we find the height of corer. H2 is equal to Pg is equal to Bp cos 40 degree, that is 0.1532 meters. Next we find out Q2, that is tan beta 2 by tan alpha 2. That is tan beta 2 is Bg by Dg. We don't know the value of Dg. So by using Pythagoras theorem, we find the value of Dg, that is square root of Bd square minus Bg square, that is 0.2154 meters. Tan beta 2 is equal to Bg by Dg, it is 0.59. Tan alpha 2 is tan 40 degree because alpha 2 is given directly. So tan 40 degree is equal to 0.839. So Q2 is equal to tan beta 2 by tan alpha 2, 0.59 by 0.89 is 703. Next, using this value, we substitute for the equation n2 square is equal to m into g plus m into g plus f by 2 into 1 plus q2 divided by m into g into 895 by h2. Here q2 is taken into consideration because the value of q is not equal to 1. So substitute all this, we get the value of n2 as 222 rpm. So range is what? N2 minus n1, 222 minus 183.3 rpm, that is 38.7 rpm. We'll go for the next problem. So in this problem, a porter governor has all four arms, 250 mm long. The upper arms are attached on the axis of rotation and the lower arms are attached to the sleeve at a distance of 30 mm from the axis. The mass of each ball is 5 kg and the sleeve has a mass of 50 kg. The extreme radius of rotations are 150 mm and 200 mm. Determine the range of speed. So here the main difference is, even though the upper arms and lower arms are of same distance, the lower arms is attached at a distance of 30 mm. There is an offset distance of 30 mm from the axis of rotation. So the value of q is not equal to 1 here. First main thing is the value of q is not equal to 1 here. So we have to find out the value of q. Okay. So all the data is given. So first we have to find out h1 and then we have to find out h2 and then we have to find out the value of n1 and n2 by taking the value of q into consideration. So we have to find out q1 and then we have to find out q2. So n1 is the minimum speed at minimum radius of rotation 150 mm. N2 is maximum speed at maximum radius of rotation 200 mm. So first we find out h1. Pg is equal to square root of bp square minus bg square. That is 0.2 meters. Next, I want q1, that is tan beta 1 by tan alpha 1. So what is tan beta 1? That is bf by df. So what is bf? Bf is equal to bg minus fg. 150 minus 30, 120 mm. Okay. What is tan alpha 1? Bg by pg. Okay. So then what is df? Square root of db square minus bf square. Pythagoras theorem. I get the value of 219 mm. Okay. Then q1 is tan beta 1 by tan alpha 1. So after getting all this, I substitute the value for this equation. Since I am taking q into consideration, this is without friction. So what is the equation? N1 square is equal to m plus m by 2 into 1 plus q1 divided by m into 895 by h1. By substituting all the values, I get the value of n1 as 208 rpm. Same procedure, we do it for maximum position. Here we find out the value of h2 and then we find the value of q2, that is tan beta 2 by tan alpha 2. First we find out h2. Pg is equal to square root of bp square minus bg square. 250 whole square minus 200 whole square, that's 0.15 meters. So what is bf? It is bg minus fg. This we can find out from the figure. 200 minus 30 is 170 mm. So tan beta 2 by tan alpha 2 is q2. So what is tan beta 2? It is bf by df 170. I don't know the value of df, so calculating the value of df using the Pythagoras theorem, square root of db square minus bf square. By substituting the values, I get it as 183 rpm. Sorry, 183 mm. So tan alpha 2 is bg by pg, that is 200 by 150 is 1.33. Tan beta 2 is equal to bf by df 170 by 180, that is 0.93. So I get the value of q2 as 0.7. So substitute all these values for n2. N2 square is equal to m plus m by 21 plus 2 divided by 895 h2. I get the value of n2 as 238 rpm. So next range of speed is n2 minus n1. 238 minus 208, that is 30 rpm. So here the main difference is the lower arm is at an offset distance of 30 mm from the axis of rotation. Even though the upper arm and lower arm of same length, the value of q won't be equal to 1 because there is offset distance at the lower arm. We'll go for the next problem. The arms of Porter governor are 300 mm long. The upper arms are attached to axis of rotation pivoted. The lower arms attached to a sleeve at a distance of 40 mm from the axis of rotation. The mass of load on the sleeve is 70 kg and mass of each ball is 10 kg. Determine the equilibrium speed when the radius of rotation of the balls is 200 mm. If the friction is equivalent to a load of 20 Newton at the sleeve, what will be the range of speed for this position? So first important thing here is there is nothing called as minimum speed and maximum speed. There is only one speed, that is called as equilibrium speed. So here there is nothing called as n1 and n2. You will be getting only the value of n without considering friction. After considering friction, you will be getting the value of n1 and n2. So he has told in two cases. First case we will solve using considering without friction. Okay. Take down all the given data same as your previous problems. BP is equal to BD is equal to 300 mm. DH is offset distance is 40 mm. Capital M is 70 kg. Mass of the central sleeve. Small m mass of ball is 10 kg. Radius of rotation. Just radius of rotation is BG is 200 mm. So same procedure. First we find out the value of h. Pg is equal to square root of bp square minus bg square, that is 0.24 meters. Then I find the value of q. Q is tan beta by tan alpha. What is tan beta? It is bf by df. So bf is what? Bg minus fg. 200 minus 40, that is 160 mm. What is df? Using Pythagoras theorem, db square minus bf square. 300 square minus 160 square, that is 254 mm. So what is tan alpha is Bg by Pg. All the values are known. 200 by 224.893. Tan beta is Bf by Df, 160 by 254.63. Substitute Q is equal to tan beta by tan alpha. I get the value as 0.705. Next, using the equation, n square is equal to m plus m by 21 plus q divided by m into 895 by h is equal to 10 plus 70 by 2 into 1 plus 0.705 divided by 10 into 895 divided by 0.224. So n is 167 rpm. N square and n is 167 rpm. So this is without friction. Next we consider with friction. By considering friction, what we do is we calculate the value of n1 and n2. Same. For n1 I take it as minus f, and for n2 I take it as plus f. F is gone 20 newtons. All the values are known here. Substitute just minus f and plus f. N1 square is equal to m into g plus m into g minus f by 2 divided by m into g into 1 plus q divided by into 895 by h. I get the value of n1 as 164.8 rpm. Similarly for n2 I take it as plus f. Substitute all the values are known. I get the value of n2 as 169 rpm. So range of speed is n2 minus n1 is 169 minus 164.8, 4.2 rpm. Next problem. See, a loaded Porter governor has 4 links each 250 mm long, 2 revolving masses each of 3 kg and central dead weight of mass of 20 kg. All the links are attached to the respective sleeve at radial distance 40 mm from the axis of rotation. The masses revolve at radius of 150 mm at a minimum speed and radius of 200 mm at a maximum speed. Determine the range of speed. So one important thing here is both upper arms and lower arms are attached at an offset distance of 40 mm from the axis of rotation. So first we find out the value of n1, that is minimum speed, and then we find out the value of n2. So first for finding out the value of n1, I take the value of minimum position, that is bf is equal to bj minus fg. 150 minus 40 is 120 mm. So then I find out the upper angles and I find out the values of lower angles. So sin alpha 1 is equal to bf by bp, that is 110 by 250 is 0.44. So then I find out the value of alpha 1, that is 26.1 degrees. Then I find out the height of the corner, that is h1 is equal to og is equal to bg by tan alpha 1. Here I can't use the Pythagoras theorem, so I am using this trigonometry functions. Og is equal to bg by tan alpha 1. 150 divided by tan 26.1 degrees, it is 0.306 meters. Okay, so here the value of q will be equal to 1 because both upper arms and lower arms are of same length and both are attached to the axis of rotation at a distance of 40 mm from the axis. So the value of q will be equal to 1. So no need to worry. So n1 square is equal to m plus m divided by m into 895 by h1. So substituting all the values, I will be getting the value of n1 as 150 rpm. So same procedure I will be doing it for the maximum portion to find out the value of n2. So here for finding out the value of n2, I need the value of beta 2. So I get bf is equal to bg minus fg. I get the value as 160 mm. Then sin alpha 2 is equal to bf by bp, 160 by 250.64. So alpha 2 is you will be getting as 39.8 degrees. So here since alpha 2 and beta 2 are same, values will be same. H2 height will be given by tau is equal to bg by tan alpha 2. Alpha 2 is alpha 2 and beta 2 will be same because both q is equal to 1. So tan alpha 2 is equal to tan beta 2 or q is equal to 1. So substitute the values. N2 square is equal to m plus m divided by m into 895 by h2. 3 plus 20 by 3 into 895 divided by 0.24. You will be getting the value of n2 as 169 rpm. So next is we find out the range of speed, that is n2 minus n1. 169 minus 150, that is 19 rpm. So here we have studied the how to solve the problems on Porter governor.